Good morning, Michelle Saxman here, and ready to share with you some time with Jesus Calling by Sarah Young on April the 26th. So y'all, it's really one big takeaway, and that we can kind of react and kind of go with the cultural and kind of get ticked off and have a level of resentment about whatever the obstacle is that came before us, because we were guaranteed in this fractured planet that we would experience adversity. But we can also choose to respond, to take a pause, to allow that peace to kind of flow through us. And I wish I had a pair of glasses here, because y'all know I like to say that our lens is not a lever we pull. Our faith is not a lever we pull. Our faith is a lens through which we see. And it's about changing our perspective. And so as these adversities present themselves, when we catch ourselves getting caught up, it can even be how our body is responding. Our stomach is in knots, our shoulders in our ears. Circumstances have us wrapped up in knots. And then what we can say is it's going to take us into a level of difficulty, resentment, and feeling sorry for ourselves. Y'all, that is the beginning. That is the lip of the slip and the slide into the pit of self-pity. But alternatively, that problem can be a ladder. And the sooner we can get to that ladder, it will rise us above the circumstance. We can hover above and share the perspective with our Creator and Savior. The Spirit that within us will become that guide. We can kind of drift into the culture, into the pit, or we can climb that ladder with our Creator and Savior. And once that perspective has been heightened, we can look away from the problem altogether. So think for just a few moments about the problems you've been faced with very recently, yesterday, today. And how many times did the solution come to you when you were absolutely facing and entrenched in that problem? And chances are it's very few. It's when we take a break, we kind of walk away, catch our breath, try to see things from a different perspective. And that is where the solution will reside. Facing that problem, rehashing it is not going to create the solution. The solution is going to come when we get to that level of internal peace. And that way the Spirit can then begin to be a bit more of a guide instead of the culture. Those are my takeaways for the day. Take that moment. Don't have that gut reaction, that knee-jerk reaction to react to whatever that circumstance is that cause us to stymie and stumble. Instead, take a few deep breaths, create that pause, change your perspective, change your lens, see things hit from His perspective, and very soon you won't have to look at that problem at all. The readings from today, 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verses 16 through 18. Therefore, we do not lose heart. Though outwardly we are wasting away, yet inwardly we are being renewed day by day. For our light and momentary troubles are achieving for us an eternal glory that far outweighs them all. So we fix our eyes not on what is seen, but on what is unseen. For what is seen is temporary, but what is unseen is eternal. In Psalm chapter 89, verse 15, blessed are those who have learned to acclaim you, who walk in the light of your presence. And I'm also going to read our April quote for the month, and that is Proverbs chapter 3, verses 6. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He will make your path straight. So in that Proverbs reading and in that Psalm, y'all, He wants to be a part of every circumstance and every detail, whether it is causing us to stumble or causing a tremendous joy. So we want to learn to acclaim Him in all circumstances and in every detail. The quicker we can get to that ladder, surrender things, open up our hands. And again, when that difficulty comes and we catch ourselves with that stymie, what's going to cause to trip us up, catch your breath, take a couple of deep breaths. Change your perspective, climb that ladder, surrender the circumstance, get a new perspective, and be completely restored with His powerful peace. Y'all have a super blessed day. Stay connected to the vine, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.